and you're very welcome to the first ever Final Fantasy show, broadcast from our Dunrine studios in our temporary residence. We will be previewing this weekend's fixtures, and we will do this on a weekly basis. I have two analysts with me, and our senior analyst tonight is Jonathan Murphy.
Good evening, Dad.
And unfortunately tonight, John Conroy has chosen not to show up. He is our junior analyst anyway, so you know. Well, anyway, we might move on and we'll have a look at the fixtures coming up this weekend. There's a few interesting ones. In game week 11, game week 10 threw up quite a few surprises, but as we look now onto game week 11, the first fixture, Johnny, is Newcastle and Everton. What do you make of that? I mean,
well, yes, then
Everton were unlucky last week, I suppose.
Well, they were lucky, but they're on a reckless run of form. They just can't buy a goal or win or anything. They had no investment all season, and I think it's cost them big time. Newcastle, on the other hand, are in flying form. Away to Stoke, and could we win 3 points? Dinbaba with a hat-trick. Man, that's just great stuff, like, you know.
It is good, like.
Pardew is really firing here, like. And I can just, Newcastle, I could see them winning that game quite comfortably. 2-0 maybe.
So you're going to put your neck in the
Yeah,
line?
I'm going to stick out Newcastle for a home win, yeah.
Yeah, they have been impressive, Johnny, I agree. You've Arsenal and West Brom is the next fixture. It's Arsenal at home, is it?
Arsenal at home, and they're on fire at home, and with a man like RVP up front, like, who after banging a hat-trick in Stamford Bridge last week, guys, there's no one on a hotter run of streak than himself.
Yeah, very good.
West Brom under Roy Hodgson this season are going okay, but I think Shane Long is a huge loss.
Okay.
He's their talisman. He does all the running, and
how long do you think will he actually be out for, as long as they say?
I think he's out for the European qualifiers, definitely.
Yeah. So you're going to put your neck on the line again, and you're saying Arsenal?
Yeah, Arsenal for sure, yeah.
Johnny, great man to put his neck on the line. Blackburn versus Chelsea, what do you think?
Well,
tough one.
Chelsea, after drawing during the week in Greece, who could have said that? But Blackburn are pretty poor. Steve Keane, I don't know what's he doing there.
Yeah.
He should be gone. The fans want him out, and he's just not doing the business. I think Chelsea will bounce back, and yeah, I think Torres, he's a bit iffy at the moment, but you know, I think they'll win it.
Yeah.
Away win there for me, Darren.
You've a club very close to my heart, Liverpool versus Swansea. You're going to say Swansea, I suppose, Jenny?
I'd love to say Swansea, but even though I think Swansea have a chance, they're playing good football, and you know, they won 3-1 the weekend against Bolton, like.
Yeah.
It was a good 3 points, and there's a man like Scott Sinclair who's firing for Swansea at the moment.
Yeah.
I actually have him in my fantasy league. He got 8 points. Yeah, I think he'll do well. But I think Suarez, 2 assists against West Brom last weekend. I think he's due a goal. I think they will.
Yeah.
Stevie G, he's out. You don't know.
So you would say if anyone has Suarez in their team, like, they should hold on to him?
I think Suarez definitely.
Yeah.
Could be a good captaincy this week.
Yeah.
I think a home win there then, yeah.
He's had a lot of chances, and
he's had a lot of chances, he's getting the chances, he's just not putting away. I think the run has to stop somewhere.
We'll move on to our next fixture, is Man United versus Sunderland. Is that at Old Trafford? Or?
Yeah, it's at Old Trafford this weekend then, yeah. United, after last week's game, or during the week's game, they won 2-0. Wasn't as easy as they thought it would be. Rooney playing in the field. I think he'll be there this week again. There have a lot of injuries. This could be a topsy-turvy game for United. Sunderland have a good record at Old Trafford. In fact, I was actually at a Sunderland game there 2 seasons ago, and front row, and Darren Bint banged in 2 goals, and it was 2-2. They don't have Darren Bint this time, but they have a player in Sessignon who's playing well at the moment, and I think, you know, he could be one to watch out. And Larson on free kicks, penalties, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if they got a point. United are not playing well at the moment, and they're injury hit big time. The likes of, who's that? Ashley Young is out, Chris Smalling is out. Whereas Owen just injured after 7 minutes. That's nothing new, but still, do you know, it's an option. But you know what? I could easily see someone nicking a point. But
yeah, but like, would you put your neck on the line again, Johnny?
well, then
You won't for this one, no?
some people say my neck is on the line all the time. Okay.
What are you going to say?
I gotta go. You know, it's Ferguson, 25 years at Old Trafford this week and did the job. I think United will do it, but just about.
You'll go with your heart, so Johnny.
I'll go with my heart.
Great. So we're saying Man United to win against Sunderland, and Man United are at home, of course. We have QPR versus Man City, and Man City last week they won 3-1, and they beat Wolves. But what did you think? Were you convinced by that win, Johnny?
It was a slow start then, to be honest. You know, they got a hard time at half time. The fans were actually booing them, like, it was crazy because they've been flying. The City fans expect goals upon goals. Do you know, they're not going to do it every game, but it was a good win, like against Wolves side who really put it into them, like, and Dzeko got him the score sheet again, and Adam Johnson, who I think was playing very well at the moment. He isn't getting much of a look at, but I think with a few injuries, I think David Silva, who has been the best player by a mile this season, is an injury doubt. I think Johnson could be a player that we brought in.
In the fantasy, you would say bring in Johnson.
Well, I would seriously look into.
Yeah. Is there any other player for Man City? Man City are a tough team. You wouldn't know what team he's going to go with. Like what?
What I would say is James Milner has been in very, very good form the last few weeks, and he had a great performance in Old Trafford. He really dug his heels in there, like, you know, he was standout for me, like setting up a few goals, and I think he could be another one of the City players to look out for.
Yeah.
And yeah, Toure, do you see his 2 goals last night there?
No, I missed it.
Oh my God,
he
is how would you say, je ne sais quoi.
How much would you get Balotelli for? Or would you even put him in your side?
Balotelli.
Sure, he wouldn't start with it.
Do you see, you just don't know then with City. After the Champions League, they could. Dzeko was rested and Aguero was rested. What does that say? Will they play the weekend? You just don't know with City.
Yeah.
And Mancini. And where about Tevez? Where will he come back? Will he apologise? Only time will tell.
It's hard to know what Tevez is like.
It's an awful saga there, like.
It is, yeah. And Wolves, will they finally get a win, Johnny? They're playing against Wigan. It might be a good chance for them to get a scalp.
I think it will. I think there's a home win. Mick McCarthy has had a tough few weeks. The fans give you on mad. The abuse he got against Swansea when they were 2-0 down, 3-1 down, but they came back. He made some substitutions, and they have Jamie O'Hara in a player I actually have in my fantasy team, and I think he's a talented footballer. He knows how to do it. If they can get him more forward and on the ball, they have a good chance. And with Doyle up front and Fletcher, I think he's a big loss and they're missing big time. I think Wigan, I think they're going to go down. I don't know, I can't see them winning.
What player for Wigan this year are you impressed with? Anyone?
I can't say too many. Maybe their keeper, El Habsi, he's saving a few penalties. I think a few people have him in his fancy, like, he's good. But I think a big loss, a massive loss from this season has been Inzaghi. Has to be. He was their star man last year and they never replaced him. And Rodiega up front, he's been injured a lot, he's in and out the team, and Victor Moses isn't doing much for him. Like, I think they will go down. I think Wolves should just nick it. Maybe a draw, but you know.
You're going to stick your neck out for Wolves, Johnny?
Yeah, from Mick McCarthy.
Yeah.